The Easter Bunny, also called the Easter Rabbit or Easter Hare, is a folkloric figure and symbol of Easter, depicted as a rabbit sometimes dressed with clothes, bringing Easter eggs. Originating among German Lutherans, the Easter Hare originally played the role of a judge evaluating whether children were good or disobedient in behavior at the start of the season of Eastertide, one similar to the naughty or nice list made by Santa Claus. As part of the legend, the creature carries colored eggs in its basket, as well as candy and sometimes toys, to the homes of children. As such, the Easter Bunny again shows similarities to Santa or the Christkind and Christmas by bringing gifts to children on the night before a holiday. The custom was first too unreliable source mentioned in George Frank von Frankenau's De Ovis Postulibus 3 about Easter eggs in 1682, referring to a German tradition of an Easter hare bringing eggs for the children. The hare was a popular motif in medieval church art in ancient times. It was widely believed, as by Pliny, Plutarch, Philostratus and Aurelian, that the hare was a hermaphrodite. 456. The idea that a hare could reproduce without loss of virginity led to an association with the Virgin Mary, with hares sometimes occurring in illuminated manuscripts and Northern European paintings of the Virgin and Christ child. It may also have been associated with the Holy Trinity, as in the three hares motif. 4-7 Unreliable source. Eggs have been used as fertility symbols since antiquity. 9 Eggs became a symbol in Christianity associated with rebirth as early as the 1st century AD via the iconography of the phoenix egg, and they became associated with Easter, specifically in medieval Europe, when eating them was prohibited during the fast of Lent. A common practice in England at that time was for children to go door to door begging for eggs on the Saturday before Lent began. People handed out eggs as special treats for children prior to their fast. 10. As a special dish, eggs would probably have been decorated as part of the Easter celebrations. Later German Protestants retained the custom of eating colored eggs for Easter, though they did not continue the tradition of fasting. 11 Eggs boiled with some flowers changed their color, bringing the spring into the homes, and some over time added the custom of decorating the eggs. 12 Many Christians of the Eastern Orthodox Church to this day typically dye their Easter eggs red. 13 The color of blood, in recognition of the blood of the sacrificed Christ and of the renewal of life in springtime. Some also use the color green in honor of the new foliage emerging after the long dead time of winter. The Ukrainian art of decorating eggs for Easter, known as pisanki, dates to ancient, pre-Christian times. Similar variants of this form of artwork are seen amongst other Eastern and Central European cultures. 14. The idea of an egg-giving hare went to the US in the 18th century. Protestant German immigrants in the Pennsylvania Dutch area told their children about the Osterhaas, sometimes spelled Osterhaas. 15. Has means hare, not rabbit, and in Northwest European folklore, the Easter Bunny indeed is a hare. According to the legend, only good children received gifts of colored eggs in the nests that they made in their caps and bonnets before Easter. In a publication from 1874, German philologist Adolf Holtzmann stated, "The Easter hare is unintelligible to me, but probably the hare was the sacred animal of Ostera." 17 The connection between Easter and that goddess had been made by Jacob Grimm in his 1835 Deutsche Mythology. 18 This proposed association was repeated by other authors, including Charles Isaac Elton 19 and Charles J. Bilson 20. In 1961, Christina Hull wrote, "The hare was the sacred beast of Easter, or Josta, a Saxon goddess of spring and of the dawn." 21 Page needed the belief that Josta had a hare companion who became the Easter Bunny was popularized when it was presented as fact in the BBC documentary Shadow of the Hare 1993. 22. The Oxford Dictionary of English Folklore, however, states nowadays many writers claim that hares were sacred to the Anglo-Saxon goddess Josta, but there is no shred of evidence for this bead. The only writer to mention Josta does not link her with any animal.